Hello everyone, and welcome to this series of Onshape tutorials. In this series, I will be showing you ways to use Onshape and giving you rundowns on different tools in Onshape to help you with your 3D modeling journey. This series will be primarily focused on using Onshape in means of a FRC team, so there will be many tools on here that will not be showcased as they will not be used for a FRC team. If you're wanting to learn how to use those tools, I would recommend just messing around and figuring out how to do it yourself. Other than that, I will be giving you many different tutorials throughout this series on how to use many different tools in Onshape. Hope you enjoy. Hello and welcome to part 4 in this Onshape tutorial series. Today we're going to be looking at how to organize your documents. So sometimes you might have documents with a bunch of pieces in them. Like for example, if I just do this, I just make like a bunch of squares. Yep, there we go, a bunch of squares. And if I just try to extrude that, you see now I have 5 parts down here on the bottom left, and they're all different things. So some ways you can organize this is by renaming your parts. So I'm just gonna name them like part 1, part 2, nope, part 3, part 4, and part 5. Usually you want to name them something actually distinguishable, like their purpose or what they're actually called, but these are just random blocks, so it doesn't matter that much for this. Another thing you can do is if you have a lot of sketches, which I usually don't because I prefer to only use one sketch per axis, but sometimes you'll need to have multiple of them on the same axes, and if you do that, make sure that you name your sketches based on what is in them, so that then if you need to go back and change stuff, it makes it much easier to find what you're trying to go back and change compared to just looking through a bunch of sketches that are like labeled sketch 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. You can also name your extrusions the same way to make sure that you keep it distinguished, and I usually like to name my extrusions the same thing that I name my sketches, so then you can always tell what goes with what. So if you're looking for the extrusion that is linked with the block sketch, you just find the extrusion called blocks. If you're looking for the sketch that made the blocks extrusion, you just look for the sketch labeled blocks. And that's how I like to name my stuff. Another way you can organize stuff is of course by naming your little tabs down here, but there's one more way that you can do it, and that's through clicking down here and using the little folder. You can create folders that you can name. I'm just going to call it like past tutorials, and this is where you're going to start seeing all my stuff get thrown to. And then I can just drag and drop things into it. And now everything is so much more organized. So now if I ever want to go and look at my old past tutorials, I can just go in here and boom, they're all right here. If I want to see my current one that I'm working on, I can go out here. And now it clears up a bunch of space down here so that there's not just as much stuff showing up down there. It makes life much easier, especially if you're working with other people in like some sort of shared Onshape when you can all edit at the same time. Being organized is vital. But that's today's tutorial. Hope you enjoyed.